The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome in. This is the 2025 winter edition of The Local Show. I'm your host, Tom Soccocio Jr., along with my friend and co-host, Steve Roberts. In every episode, we dive into captivating conversations with Syracuse's movers and shakers, like business owners, top executives, entrepreneurs, nonprofit organizations, and more. Brace yourself for jaw-dropping business insights and success stories. The Local Show shines a light on the business visionaries, turning Syracuse into the ultimate hub for work, life, and new opportunities. We're broadcasting from the Zoe Advertising Studios, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement. And you can see us on YouTube. Just look up Zoe Advertising. It's the Steve Roberts Show in full bloom. There you go. You're like a spring flower that lies dormant in the winter.
So my wife was resurrecting some plants. You know, you get those plants.
Yes.
She's like, and she was going online, and if you put this one away and pull it, these plants have come to life in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
And I, usually we just kind of, okay, they're pitch them. But
I have had a rose bush, a very proliferate rose bush in the summertime. We've had it for 4 years now.
Okay.
And I've managed to keep it alive. I put it in the garage. I have a packing blanket, and I wrap the packing blanket around it. I water it like every 3 or 4 weeks, give it a little drink, and it survives. And it's all cut down.
No, well, you get a lot of, it's not in the light, but if you have plants, you get a lot of exposure for light on the back of the house there. I
do, yeah. So the indoor plants, I was suggested by several people and ChatGPT to get grow lights and put some grow lights in there to keep them going.
Yeah, people use grow lights for other things usually, don't they?
Yeah, right. I guess so. I tried to sit in front of them myself, and I'm shrinking still.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what my parents did to me and why I'm 6'6".
It could be. Genetic freak right there. All right. Hey, Joe Scripa is going to join us today on the show. He's the owner of the Scripa Group Real Estate and Property Management. All right. Hey, Joe, how are you, buddy?
Doing well, Tom.
Yes, that's good. Joe, why don't you give people a little background and let them know your history of the Scripa Group? How many years ago was it that you started?
We're moving towards 25 years this
25 years.
Yes.
Wow. Real estate excellence.
Of real estate excellence. I was just writing something today, that in real estate, I think every agent should operate like and every broker, every agent, and there's so many, almost 2,000 in Syracuse.
Yes, there are.
If you count all the residential and the commercial, it's probably well over 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
They should operate like a
business.
Okay.
And not like a part-time, just do a little bit here, a little bit there.
Right.
Because I'm looking at our business for the year and projecting it and saying, I can't imagine if I wasn't as committed or my team members.
Right. So it's really hard to do it part-time is what you're saying.
Very difficult.
Just because there's so many factors moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you are now 25 years in. So you were a boy when you started this thing.
Oh, just a boy.
Okay. And didn't you used to sell flowers or something?
I did sell flowers.
Yeah. Can you get farther away from that mic so we can't hear you? There we go. There we go.
How about that building that you have that's near all the road work on 81? Did that sell yet? It used to be the horse barn?
Did not sell. We are marketing that really specifically and hopefully for a housing development. Townhouses would be ideal there. I'm sure everybody heard about the fire in Baldwinsville, which was awful.
Yes, that's terrible.
Which really heightened my thought on the shortage of apartments. That's all we're hearing about. There's so many apartments being built right now, but one thing, we say my experience, 25 years in real estate, I never saw this kind of demand for apartments.
Yeah.
And affordability, of course, is
which drives the price up.
It's complicated, yeah.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, right now we're handling a property across from St. Joseph's Hospital. A lot of people say, "Ooh,
yeah, that's
what's that
this
like?"
Is the first
over
thing
there?
in my
However, no, but the property we're handling is only 8 years old. It's called Butternut Commons Luxury.
It's a drugstore there, right?
There's a Kenny Drugs, and there's 12 luxury, gorgeous apartments.
Really?
And I got to say, we changed the management,
Right?
and we've got 10 apartments there that we're leasing, and they are spectacular. Granite, tile, all of them have
Isn't that
at
something?
least a bathroom and a half. Some have 2 bathrooms. So I think the medical professionals across the street at
Oh my
St.
gosh,
Joe's-
you're right across from
Yeah.
like the emergency room entrance, right?
Yeah.
Is it on that side?
Yeah. And it's really, there's a Subway in the building, there's a cell phone store, there's Kenny Drugs, there's
That's nice.
some personal services.
But you leave the building and you're staring at the Alpine.
You
might be, Tom.
The Alpine is actually closed.
Oh, is it? Yeah, no, finally.
And actually, no, you look out the apartment side and you see you see St. Joe's. Yeah.
But there's some shops. There's a grocery store right in there. There's some things right in that area.
No, there's Lombardi's. I mean, if you're Italian, hey, Lombardi's is right there. If you're not Italian, you enjoy.
When I was a kid, I was told the story before. My grandparents had 2 houses up on Highland Ave, and when I was a boy, my grandfather and I used to walk right down to where you're talking all the time, and never thought of anything being dangerous.
You know something though? I think this the generation of downtown-esque apartments, and I say Butternut Commons, CNY, this particular property. I don't know that they care so much about where they are. They just care to be close to Francesca's.
There you go.
Not too far away.
Yeah, it's across the street. But we have, I think, 9 apartments there right now available.
Now, if somebody worked in the hospital, what a slam dunk!
Oh my goodness, it's amazing.
Right? I mean, you say luxury. That's not crazy. They're not $7,000 a month.
No. They're reasonably priced
For a professional.
for downtown. But again, you're looking at every unit has a bathroom and a half. Every unit has granite countertops. They got tile everywhere. 8-foot solid wood doors. I mean, they're luxury.
Yeah,
apartments.
that's nice.
Okay.
You would never expect it there by St. Joe's.
Right.
But that's a great project. We're working on another one in DeWitt across from Wegmans. Everybody knows it as the old
Track and Racket. That's what
I used to play there. Yeah.
Going to be 15 luxury apartments upstairs there. Those are probably coming online in the next year, but that's pretty cool. Think about it. If you're one of those jet set kind of people, you're living across the street from everything. You got Wegmans across the street, and
commercial property there was a big demand for like warehouse space. Is that still true, or is that slowed down?
Still a big demand there. We have a lot of requirements from 5,000 square feet to 15,000 square feet. So if anybody has something like that, we would love a call from you.
Right.
To hear about that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I was going to say, how far has this Micron advanced? I mean, are we?
I don't know that Micron is really advanced. I think the peripheral suppliers are advancing.
Okay.
Because that's part of the reason why we don't have the space. There are people that have come to town and that are taking up that space. Yeah.
And there's some wetlands there, and that was the whole issue. Well, you grew up, you used to live right over there,
I
right?
literally lived right in front of where the first building's going.
Don't you wish you had that property now? You could have sold that.
I rented it. Yeah, I was a renter.
You could have sold that and retired.
Yeah.
So real quick, residential, anything moving in the middle of winter?
Residential's good. Everybody in our office has sold at least one house this month.
Okay.
So it's
Middle of
still
winter?
good.
That's okay.
Middle of winter. It's January. So I think we did maybe 7, maybe 8 houses this month.
So if someone has a commercial property or is interested in a commercial property, talk with Joe, 452-1200, have a conversation and just kind of weigh it all out. ScripaGroup.com. Thanks for joining us, Joe
Thanks for
Scripa.
having me.